Today's Teal challenge is
Rocky Mountain toast.
For this challenge, you're going to need the following ingredients.
Pieces of bread, however many pieces you would like of Rocky Mountain toast. Eggs, 1 egg per piece of toast. Salt and pepper, but that's optional. And a stick of butter.
Before we get started, we always have to remember to wash our hands. First, we'll start with heating our pan. You want to use a medium flame, and we are going to let the pan heat up. While the pan is heating up, we're going to get our ingredients ready. The first step is to take out the center of the toast. So we're going to take out we're making like a hole, kind of like a donut shape. Something to do, or you can dispose of them if you don't want to use them. The holes don't have to be exact or perfect. They just need to be enough space to house the egg. Now we're going to get an egg ready. So we're going to crack an egg into a little glass dish. So we are ready to pour it into our hole on the stove. Okay, now we're ready to start our cooking. So we're going to take a slice of butter. There you go, our little slab of butter that we're going to then melt into the pan. Okay, and we're going to put in our slices of bread. And what I like to do is I like to butter it on one side and then flip it over so that we get a little bit of coating of butter on both sides. Now we're ready to add our egg. So we have 1 egg that we're going to pour in right into the middle of one of the pieces of bread. There you go. And we have another egg ready to roll for the other slice. And it's okay if the yolks split. Some people like it cooked well, so it doesn't ooze out. Some people like it a little bit on the raw side, like a sunny side up egg. Either way is fine. At this point in the cooking process, we want to do a little flavoring. If you want to add salt and or pepper, up to you to add in that little bit. So we're going to take a pinch of salt. You can add other spices too, as well, if you wish. And now we're just going to let it cook a little bit. When you want to check, we're going to take our spatula and just lift up a corner and see if the egg is cooked underneath, so the yolk will stay in place. And if it is, you can slip the spatula underneath it and flip the piece of toast over. Sometimes it's a little tricky. There you go. That looks great. And now we're going to flip the other one over. Check the other one. And check it so the egg doesn't slip out at the bottom. And then we're going to flip it. Remember, this is a camping meal, so it doesn't need to look pretty. Here it's sticking a little bit to our pan, and that's okay. And now we're going to let the egg cook through on the bottom. If you wish to have the egg a little bit more cooked through, I recommend taking the spatula and just poking a hole in the middle there on those to let the heat go in and cook the egg through a little bit. Sometimes it gets a little sticky. There we go. We're just going to let those cook a little bit until we think that they're nice and cooked. You want a nice toasty coating on the bread to make it crunchy, and you want to make sure that the egg is cooked to your liking. And when you're done, you want to make sure that you turn off the oven when you're not using it. And now we have our toast ready to eat.
Thanks for coming to this Teal challenge. Mm-hmm.